All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the ESL Canyon Endurance Premiership Season 2 Playday Qualifinal, actually. And this is going to be fun for sure. So yesterday we've seen the first two races, and this evening we're going to have another two. And this is going to be great fun. Today with me we got Snake55 Wildcat, welcome.
Hey,
And we also got Hasse in the back corner.
Hi.
And this is going to be fun. So we're going to have two races, 18 laps each. So what do you think? What do you expect from this race?
Not sure. I did see the previous one. This track certainly has a lot of tricky corners, so it could be anyone's game, but player-wise, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. So we got 8 drivers, 4 teams. So each team with 2 drivers on the track. This is going to be a great race. We're going to start off with ESL Memories by Shuda. So those guys who've seen the race yesterday, this map is really hard actually. You have plenty of transitions and pretty hard sections where you can make mistakes. So this track punishes mistakes pretty easily. So we're going to have some great fights here, for sure.
Yeah, lots of tight gaps to jump through at high speed, even an off-road section.
Alright, so we will be starting off right here.
Okay.
And here we go.
Alright, first of 18. They jump over the podium.
So for the drivers, we got, for Focus On, we got Shuda and Lars. For Le Grill, we have Green Extra and Matzius98, also known as Greenius and Matze. Then we have Sneaky and Win for She-Males, and Eric and Steven for Smurfs.
Should be an interesting battle.
Yeah, we're into lap 1 right here. We got a pretty tight race for first place right here between Green Extra, Steven, and let's see, who is in the back? Sneaky also.
Yep, Sneaky got a good line there. Ooh. Close.
Going for the left drift. Want to make sure to keep the speed right here because you have a long stretch part over here, so you need the speed, like as much speed as you can get.
Yeah, the off-road section there.
Yeah, wanna get the bump correctly. So this part is actually pretty interesting. So you saw the drivers actually drifting on 2 wheels.
Yeah.
But if you have a bad angle, you will actually flip over, like tilt over, and that's not what you want. So you need to take away some speed if you're having a bad approach.
Yeah, but need to keep a good balance then, by the sounds of things. Indeed.
But yeah, so far no big mistakes being made. Only Wind being a little bit behind. Oh,
as soon as we say that,
Cass's curse applying to Sneaky right here. Sneaky dropping down.
Thankfully, not too far back.
Yeah, he's still in the race. He's just 1.9 seconds behind.
Eric's fallen back a little bit as well.
Indeed, small mistake from his side as well.
Wind has fallen back even further.
Oh, yeah, indeed. He's 8 seconds behind, so he must have made another extra mistake.
That's unfortunate
for him.
Meanwhile, Green Extra's in the lead of Lars, very close behind, and Matzius even closer to Lars.
Yeah, also Steven is pretty close by, so...
Wow.
He's actually catching up, jumping through the window, overtakes Lars, so he didn't have the best approach there. But
dodging through the field.
Yeah, Steven actually goes up to second right here. Oh, wall touch on the outside by Green Extra. Steven will overtake. Oh, what a mistake.
Let Sneaky catch up.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, what Green Extra did, so he was crashing before, and he didn't have the same speed, so he kind of got a little confused in the next turn.
Yep. Seems Sneaky has got the fastest lap with a 51.0.
Yeah, Sneaky currently on 4th place, and catching up to the front.
With Eric pretty close.
Yeah, anyone's race to win right here.
Yeah, it's still very early. Only gone through 3 laps so far. Yeah, anyone's game right now.
Yeah, Sneaky set a time of 51.04, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna see times under 51 for sure. Oh, Sneaky with another mistake right here.
That's just a bit of a wide drift there.
Oh, but Lars also with a mistake.
Oh no!
Oh, what happened to Lars? I missed it, but he drops down to 3rd place? No, wait, 6th place.
6th.
Wow.
Oh god.
Damn. And as we say that, Steven with a lap time of 51.000.
Exactly. Oh
So
wow.
he missed the sub by just 1,000 of a second.
Oh, so close.
All right.
Stevens holding the lead with Matsius very close behind.
Yeah, both holding a pretty steady pace. So both with very similar lap times.
Yep.
But we see Matsius actually catching up a little bit. So he got a bit more speed out of that drift, but it's still pretty similar.
Didn't mistake in this corner earlier. Will he correct it this time? Not so sure.
Pretty safe. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a pretty close jump from Steven actually. Want to make sure to avoid that roof if possible.
Yeah.
Because if you hit that, it's pretty much the rip for you. Because it's gonna throw you off completely.
Sneaky with another lap record.
Ah, there we go. There goes the sub.
He is pushing really hard this time. He really wants to catch up.
Yeah, he definitely needs that, because he's 2.5 seconds behind, so he definitely needs to set faster lap times than the opponent at the front.
Which he's doing quite well so far.
So far, yes. But yeah, at this pace, you always have the risk at your side, so you always want to make sure to find a good balance between quick lap times and avoiding mistakes.
Yep.
Because this is endurance, so 18 laps, and you want to be consistent instead of being super fast.
Certainly. Ooh. Okay. Whoa!
Meanwhile,
Lars has caught up to Eric here in the battle for 4th place.
Oh yeah, let's have a look at that. Lars going up to 4th place. Overtook Eric in the multi-lap.
Glad I caught that, actually. Eric and Lars seems to be pulling away right now. Taking out line really well.
Pretty similar lines right here.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking pretty solid for both. And we actually see Sneaky kind of dropping down. He's down to 3 second gap. So something must have happened. So he was probably just pushing it too hard.
Yeah.
So that's what we talked about a minute before.
It seems like a Shooter back in 7th is slowly catching up to Green Extra as well. He's still about a whole second behind, but he's definitely closer than he was before.
I actually surprised myself to see Green Extra being that far behind. He's usually at the top in this kind of race, but apparently he did a mistake pretty early on. So that's why he's a bit in the back right now.
It is.
But I mean, we're not even halfway through, so we got 11 laps left, so anything could happen.
Absolutely.
We could see a crazy comeback. We've seen crazy stuff in this kind of race.
Certainly did. Even in the previous qualifier.
Yeah. Alright, Lars seems to be extending his lead towards Eric a little bit, so we got more than half a second gap between them. Looking pretty good for Lars.
Yep. Seems like his teammate, though, fell further behind even more, though.
Oh yeah, indeed. Wow, Shooter 5 seconds behind.
Oh, Steven very lucky there with that corner. Crikey.
Did he lose any time, though? That's the question.
Doesn't look like it.
Let's have a look at the checkpoints. Nah, he actually gained a little bit.
He got it really close.
Yeah, let's have a look at Matsius. Let's see if he can make something happen. It's just a second gap, so just a small mistake by Steven, and it could spice up the whole situation a little bit.
Absolutely. That drift is so difficult to get right, just to get the right angle for it, because you're coming out of a jump as well.
Oh, it looks like Steven touched the wall a little bit, and as you can see, Matsius is closing in.
Oh god,
lost about half a second.
And now we're halfway through the race now.
Indeed, so Matsius is closing in right here, and this could be interesting coming towards the end of the race. Yeah, never mind, he touched the inside there.
Oh, no.
So that was what I mentioned before, so that turn is pretty hard to nail, even though it looks pretty simple, but since you're on 2 wheels, the risk is pretty high to like actually lose grip or flip over, and that's what happened to Matsius, so he kind of touched the wall on the inside, and that
Meanwhile, while we were watching that... Sorry, I do apologize. Meanwhile, while we were watching that, Lars has caught up to 3rd place, and Sneaky made another mistake.
Oh! Yeah, indeed,
Eric
Lars up to 3rd.
And Eric is closing in.
So Sneaky apparently with an extra mistake somewhere. I missed it, but he lost plenty of time. He was
I think he
about
hit
3
an inside
seconds
wall.
behind. Yeah, for sure. Like he was about 3 seconds behind
He was
the leader, and now he's 9.2. So must have been a crazy mistake, like a really big one.
Meanwhile, Green Extra's caught up to Eric as well, really closing in. Might be an overtake on the jump. A small transfer, but ooh, bit of a wide drift there. Definitely going for it though. He had to correct himself there.
Yeah, kind of shaky drift right there, but manages to keep himself away from the wall, and that's what you need.
Yeah. It's all about keeping the composure.
Yeah, absolutely. Very important part of this kind of endurance race is also that you kind of have the mentality to handle pressure, you know? So if you're in this kind of race, you also need to be aware of the opponents, where they are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in case you're risking, you also have the pressure being on your side, and that could affect your performance.
Definitely.
Someday.
Meanwhile, Green Extra has got the overtake, and Sneaky has set yet another lap record.
Wow, that's actually a really good time.
That is
50.777. That's pretty solid. Would be top 11 Dailymania as of now. So that's pretty fast, I would say.
That is incredible.
So Sneaky seems to be pretty fast, but also...
Seems like Lars made a mistake because he's going a little slower. I'm not sure.
Wait a second. Yeah, looks like it, but he's still in a comfortable lead over Sneaky. Oh, what a line by Sneaky right there. Also touches the wall there, so Sneaky will lose some additional time. Towards Lars.
In fact, it looks like Green Extra is hounding in.
Yeah, he's definitely being a little faster than Eric as of now.
Yeah.
Continues to extend his lead. We got 6 laps remaining, by the way, so it's time to secure your positions, kind of.
Sorry for breaking in, guys.
That's all right.
I hear from yesterday, winner's time was 50 minutes and 29 seconds, so will be interesting.
Yeah, let's see if someone's gonna beat that. I think it's possible to beat it because in the last race we've seen plenty of mistakes being made, like wall touches and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I would place my bet that someone's gonna beat that time. Not sure what about you, but
I'm not sure.
It's gonna be close for sure.
Steven with a mistake on the transfer.
Oh,
crikey!
Luckily, he's still able to stay on the road.
Yeah,
but
whether or not he has enough speed.
Of time.
Ooh.
Damn, it's getting interesting towards the end of the race. The gap is down to 1.5 seconds.
The gap is getting thinner.
Yeah, it's melting. So let's see if Matthias is gonna take the risk and try to maybe make something happen. With some good lap times, he can certainly get close to Steven. And especially if Steven happens to make a couple of extra mistakes somewhere.
Yeah.
It could get pretty interesting.
As we have 4 laps remaining now. Ooh.
Alright, no mistakes here. Will Matthias clear this turn? Yes, no problem. 1.7 seconds gap. Seems to be pretty stable as of now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a little further back, Green Extra is slowly catching up to Sneaky.
Yeah, slowly but surely he's getting closer. It's less than a second, so this could also be an interesting fight. But yeah, talking about that, there's not many fights going on besides that. Many positions are kind of set in stone right here.
Yeah.
Especially the last 2, I would say. Judah and Wind. The gap just being too big, so even a mistake could not change anything. Unless someone happens to disconnect or something. We also had that.
True, remember, it's always an occurrence.
Yeah, that's always unfortunate if you happen to disconnect during the race.
Yeah.
Steven seemingly...
Seems like Steven is making sure he's consistent now. He's definitely driving it a little safer now.
Yeah, he's even extending his lead over Matthias, so he's not only safe, but he's also faster, and that's the key to win, kind of.
In fact, he just gained a fifth of a whole second.
Yeah, look at this. So it's 2.1 seconds, and Steven looking pretty good right here. But we see Green Extra actually closing into Sneaky, so this will be interesting towards the end of the race. We got 2 laps left, and not even 2 car length between the 2 drivers. So this is going to be interesting. Look at this. So it's just 0.3 of a second gap between them.
I do like that little off-road section there.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Good use of the bump, even though it's quite hard to nail.
Yeah.
But it's looking pretty good.
Most certainly. Well, this is really close now between the two of them as they go onto the Grand Prix road.
Indeed. Looks like Sneaky got a little bit more speed out of the downhill drift, so he might extend his lead just a little bit. Wow, that was pretty close. He got pretty close to the outside wall. Pretty similar trajectories, nonetheless.
At least this time it seems like no one has been lapped as well, which is always good to see.
Yeah, sure. That just proves how good the players are. Alright, going to the left, the 2-wheel drift.
Last lap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, last lap indeed, by the way. So Sneaky has the pressure. So Green Extra is closing in, and it's up to Sneaky to secure his position. That was pretty close. Green Extra will come a little bit closer. Right drift. Sneaky going for a very inside line. That was pretty risky. Has pretty bad speed here. Green Extra will come closer. And he will actually go for the overtake on the inside. Goes for the drift. More speed. He will overtake. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. Sneaky now going for the inside. Pretty similar speed.
And Steven finishes. Oh, Steven finishes the 15-minute 26. But it's battle
but let's have a look at the last corner. But Green Extra will stay in the lead and overtook Sneaky just in the last couple of corners.
After 15.5 minutes,
what
the
a
gap
race
between them is less than 1/100th of a second.
What a race.
Damn.
Oh,
What
wow.
a race.
And in the meantime, thanks for the donation
Oh, we got a donation.
of $1.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, big shout out to the donator. Not sure who it was.
Bench Productions.
Bench
Nice.
Productions. Our Lord and Savior. Yeah, thanks for supporting Toffee.
Oh,
very
dear.
appreciate
What
it.
Wit is gonna do?
I don't know. You had a brain fart, maybe.
So let's have a look at the ranking. So we got Steven, who won the race, just in front of Matthias 98, Lars on 3rd, Green Extra on 4th, Sneaky 5th, Eric on 6th, Shootout 7, and Wind will go backwards towards the finish line.
Slowly but surely crossing the
And
line.
there you go. GG, well played. What a race. So we will be back shortly with the next race. So stay tuned. This is going to be fun. See you in just a bit.
All right.
ESL Canyon Endurance Premiership Qualifinal 2 Race 2 coming up. This is going to be a great race, so if you missed the first race, you definitely missed something big, because that was a great race. With me still, Snake55 Wildcat and Haase.
Good evening.
Back. And this is going to be a great race. So we got ESL Konnichiwa by Marius89 and TCQ, a duo map.
Oh, I actually didn't know it was a duo. Whoops.
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah.
80 laps again. This is going to be fun for sure.
I do remember in the Twitch chat earlier, while in the break, Subtimal said the time here was a 19-ish minute. So it's a little longer than the previous one with all laps put together.
Yeah, let's see. So we're starting off right here. Same drivers, or the same amount of drivers at least.
Yeah,
but
there have been some changes.
Indeed, we have some small lineup changes. So instead of Green Extra or Greenius, we have Schneller Racer, also known as Passy, driving for Team Le Grill. And it's also Fat Kid instead of Eric, and Shooter instead of Marios.
Other way round.
Yeah, other way around. I apologize.
Not a
of
problem.
course.
Ooh, taking that corner really tight there as they enter through that tunnel.
Yeah, so this map turns out to be as difficult as the previous one, maybe even more difficult, because this one has many different surface changes and a couple of very difficult turns and drifts.
I'd say it's actually, I'd actually say it is more difficult, but it looks more fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's always like, it depends on the driver, but...
yeah, that's a good point.
It's a good map for sure. Like,
you just got to be careful of that
like...
lamppost.
Yeah, the lamppost is interesting because you have two different ways to approach that jump. You can jump to the left or to the right.
Ooh! Oh no! One of the one of them hit the inside corner. Oh, what?
Oh, unfortunate. Was it Fat Kid?
Yeah, it
Fat
was.
Kid. Wow,
He
Fat Kid so much behind.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there.
Oh, and another mistake by Fat Kid.
Oh
He's
no!
completely out in the off-road.
Oh.
And also Wind with a mistake. So two big mistakes being made just in the second lap.
Yikes.
So, bad start for Fat Kid and Wind, unfortunately.
Yep. Oops, Sneaky with a no drift there. Fell back a bit.
Indeed, but still a close pack of players. No big mistakes at the front, so we just have 1 second between the first 6 players.
Oh, this is incredibly tight now.
Yeah.
We head to the next lap.
Everybody going for the left approach, which means that you take the complete turn as tight as possible, which means you have less speed.
Yeah.
Compared to the right approach. Oh, what happened to Lars? He just went zigzag on 2 wheels.
He toppled over by the looks of things. I think he's still on. Yeah, he's
still there.
Actually.
He's still there. He didn't really lose much, but it looked weird.
It did. Mario's with the current lap record of 1 minute 3.5.
Yeah, seems to be a pretty solid time, I would say. Since this is a pretty difficult map, I don't really expect times to be under 1 minute 3, unless someone just goes nuts or something. But,
yeah, that's a good point.
We'll see. And the lead is actually Steven again, so he is continuing to be really quick and consistent. Very nice to see. Schneller Racer or Basti.
Oh, Matsius with a small wall hit. Thankfully, it didn't slow him down too much.
And just as we say, Schneller Racer just sets a time of 1 minute 3.10, and that's actually pretty close to what I said is not going to happen. So, pretty good stuff. And Matsios with a pretty bad approach for that transition. Drops down a little further. But we see the players...
Sneaky with a mistake. Sorry about that, then.
What happened to him?
Sneaky hit the inside wall of the checkpoint, the platform one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he fell back a bit.
That's unfortunate.
Meanwhile, Wind and Lars are fighting for 6th place.
Indeed. Going through the left drift in the tunnel. Want to be very precise and keep as much speed as possible through it.
Very close between them. They're also catching up on Sneaky.
Yeah, was just about to say that. So Sneaky is also just close by.
Oh! Oh, Schneller Racer with a mistake there, and it looks like Matsius... No, sorry, not Matsius. Marios has overtaken into 2nd place. Oh,
yeah, very close fight for 2nd place, actually. Wow. Marios against... Oh, but Marios with a small wall touch on the left.
The smallest of touches.
Yeah, that was just a very tiny mistake. So Marios will drop down to 3rd place, but he's still in the race. He's just 0.2 of a second behind, so he can still very well catch up.
Absolutely.
Even so just half a second ahead, so this is still a very close battle for 1st place. Also, 3 different teams fighting for it, so we have
Sneaky with a mistake. Sneaky, I think, had a wall hit again. And Wind and Lars have overtaken Sneaky now.
Yeah, both taking advantage of that
Steven
mistake.
has made a mistake. Made a small mistake on the Grand Prix section before the lap reset.
Oh yeah, that means we have Schneller Racer now in the lead right here.
And Marios incredibly close behind. He might be looking for an overtake right now over on the U-turn here.
Yeah, he got a little more speed out of the drift. Might go for the overtake here. Nope, not yet. Goes for the tighter drift, both with very equal outcome speed.
Be careful of the
Wow,
off-road
Steven
bumps.
just risking it over the bumps. That was pretty risky.
Yeah,
But
it really worked
it
out
paid
for
off.
him.
Wow,
Not so much on that one.
Very risky stuff. So in that 90-degree right corner, you shouldn't go too tight because there's the bump, like some sort of rock on the inside, and if you hit that, then you're also gonna be ripped.
Yeah, that
Don't wanna
happened
do
in
that.
the previous qualifier, actually.
Yeah, indeed. Mario's also going for a brake trick, also here. So different strats for these kind of turns.
Ooh!
Whoa!
That was
Damn.
centimeters off.
That was very close, but he's still able to keep himself on the road. Still pretty similar distance towards Steven as well, even though he seems to have a little more speed. And Passi in the lead, already 1 second ahead, so he is extending his lead a little bit.
Well, Mario's is catching up a little bit. Ooh.
I think Steven is slightly pulling away, even though it's not really like a
It's
striking
about half
difference.
a second.
Yeah.
He's certainly pulling ahead a little bit.
It's quite funny that all the other positions are pretty much set in stone right now. We got Matthias on 4th, and the next one, which is Wind, is 4 seconds behind. Then we have another 4-second gap down to Lars, and then 15 seconds down to Sneaky.
Seems
So
like the only... Ooh!
Oh, alrighty! Damn, and that's the new fastest lap time. 1 minute, 2 seconds, 99, so barely made the sub. Which is, yeah, well, I didn't expect that to come, but...
Nor did I. It was actually a top 6 overall.
Yeah, incredibly quick time by him, and Schneller Racer is being schnell, how you want to say it in German, and that means fast. So he is being incredibly fast right here.
Marios has fallen down a little bit. Matthias is closer than he was before.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's see here. It was a close battle, but I think the gap between last place and second last has widened considerably now, so there may not be one there.
Yeah, it used to be 2 seconds between them, now it's 5, so something must have happened.
Yeah.
So the players are separating from each other, kind of.
Yeah.
1.5 second lead for Passi at the moment. He is still the fastest on this track, and he continues to do really well.
Yeah.
The thing is that he's very risky, like he's risking it a lot, I would say. So we might see a mistake happen.
Never been too sure.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen on this kind of track, and we still got 10 laps, so plenty of time to choke somewhere.
If the score remains, then Le Grill will lead with 78 points in total, followed by the Smurfs with 68 points.
All right.
Wow. Meanwhile, back in 4th place, looks like Wind is catching up to Matthias here, very close.
Yeah, indeed. So something must have happened for the gap to be that close.
I'm guessing Matthias may have had a mistake further on.
Probably.
Earlier on, I mean.
At just 0.4 of a second, so it's pretty close. Matthias not getting the best drift right here. Wind might take advantage for it, but nope.
A bit wide.
Kind of went a bit too wide there indeed. So still around the same gap, entering the next lap.
Oh, certainly.
Wind having a bit more speed in this part, I would say.
Lars was beginning to catch up, but he got a bit of a wall hit. And another one. Oh, that's going to ruin his day.
Unfortunate for Lars. He was ahead. Now he's 16 seconds behind and 4 seconds behind the pack at the front.
Mm-hmm.
So let's continue watching that.
Ooh. Battle for fourth is heating up now.
Indeed. Going for the left drift, very wide. Wanna start it pretty late, actually. You can keep your momentum up. Wind's not getting the best line here. He needs to. Okay, that was pretty good. Okay.
Oh, that's so
Never
close
mind.
to the
That was
wall
super
there.
close to the wall. So he kind of had a bad approach, but he was still able to hit the line kind of correctly. So he's still in the race.
Yep.
Even though he lost a little bit, I would say.
Yeah. He kept as much speed as possible. And it certainly paid off for him further on in the track as he's now caught up even closer.
Indeed, and looks like Sneaky actually made a huge mistake because he's 1 minute behind.
Good lord.
And he's actually getting overlapped by Passy, so Sneaky kind of choking right now.
Yeah, first one to be lapped today.
Yeah.
That's
not sure what happened to him. He was on 6th, I think, or 5th. And now he's dead last.
Looks like Steven is up to lap him next as well. Yikes.
Yeah. Sneaky definitely. Going back to the fight between Wind and Matsius, we still got a pretty similar gap, even though Matsius is a little bit more ahead now.
Yeah.
But it's 0.7 of a second. Wow, very risky approach. Oh, and Matsius with a mistake on the left.
Oh no.
And Wind will capitalize in that.
The gap
pretty
did
similar
widen,
gap, even though Matsius is a little bit more ahead now.
Yeah.
But it's 0.7 of a second. Wow, very risky approach. Oh, and Matsius with a mistake on the left.
Oh no.
And Wind will capitalize in that mistake. And Matsius, he kind of he started steering too late. And that's why he ended up going way too wide on that 90-degree corner.
Yeah,
and
that was very unfortunate.
He was quite lucky that he actually did not fly off completely. So he just hit the wall, but he didn't have his car like
Arius crashed against the pole.
Oh!
What?
Oh my god, no!
Oh, Marius apparently hitting the pole, but he's still on 3rd, of course. But
Mario says yeah.
Yeah.
But that does mean Wind and Matsius are closing in.
Yeah, Marius lost like 7 seconds or something, so that was a very, very costly mistake.
Yep.
Really want to make sure not to hit that pole, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much the biggest mistake you can make on this track, besides flying off in the 90-degree corner on the dirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, this could become interesting, I guess.
Oh, it certainly can. Battle between 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and then there's the battle between 1st and 2nd as well, separated only by a second. Then there's the 3rd to 5th one, also separated only by about 2 seconds.
Yeah, this is definitely the closest fight. So 3rd place is still open for 3 players.
Yeah.
So Marius, Wind, and Matsius could all take it.
Lots of winding corners on this track, which really tests players' concentration.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very technical track, and as I mentioned before, this one has a couple of surface changes as well. So we see different surfaces being used. For example, platform, as you can see. So we have some platform, we have some GP, we have some off-road.
Again, closing in on Stellar Racer. Really close now.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah, indeed. Wow. Let's have a look at the fight for first. Wow.
With only 5 laps remaining, too.
Yeah. Passy apparently with a mistake somewhere, so he is risking it, and
it's a very small mistake. I think it was by the start of the next lap. I think.
Could be. But yeah, it's just 0.3 of a second between them, so one just tiny mistake and it could decide the race.
Oh, certainly.
So Passy definitely with the pressure on himself right now. Very oh, that was a risky jump there. Could have gone worse.
Yeah. Certainly keeping his lead though.
Even though, yeah, but I think Steven's actually closing in just a little bit.
In fact, he is. There's only within 300ths of a second.
Yeah,
Ooh, he's
super
closing
close.
in now.
Yeah, that was pretty similar by both players. Now approaching the left drift. Want to
And
be precise and have a very smooth drift.
Marius crashed to 5th place.
Oh no! Oh.
Wow,
Oh, oh, that's unfortunate there.
what a bummer.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Meanwhile, Steven is really catching up now.
The thing about Marius is probably that he kind of lost concentration after his big crash, and that kind of just takes away your
Yeah.
mental strength to just continue, and that causes such mistakes to happen.
Meanwhile, Steven's setting his own personal best there for 1 minute 3.
Yeah, 0.12 even, so it's pretty close to the fastest lap time. That's a really quick time nonetheless.
Most certainly.
So both players at the front setting super quick lap times at the moment. 3 laps remaining, so it's getting more and more interesting.
Gonna get pretty tight here as we get to these closing moments.
Steven
like-
definitely risking it for the biscuit right here. He has nothing to lose really, because there's a 14-second gap down to third. So even if he makes a mistake somewhere, he's still pretty safe. Unless he has to respawn completely or something.
Seems like Steven got a good line there.
Indeed, but also Pussy. So still pretty similar gap.
Oh,
0.28.
that's always a scary jump, that. Meanwhile, further back, the battle for third might just get a little more contested. It seems like Wind has caught up to Matsius.
Yeah, it used to be the other way around after Matsius did a mistake in the 90 degrees, so they changed positions again. But
More sneaky, though.
It seems like Matsius is the faster one of the both, though, because he is extending his lead, I would say. Oh, mistake up front!
The smallest of all hits has led to the biggest of consequences as Steven takes first place.
So that was a mistake on the outside of the tunnel exit, and yeah, that was, I would say that was an unnecessary mistake, to be honest. He could have avoided that wall.
Yeah.
So yeah, last lap coming up, and Steven is 0.7 of a second ahead, and he can take this home if he just doesn't crash somewhere. It is his race to lose right here.
Most certainly. Go around this GP section now.
Yeah, there's really no way for Pussy to catch up unless Steven makes a mistake. It's 1 whole second, and there's no way you can catch that up, really.
Especially with everyone being of such high caliber.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Steven is going to take this home. He is actually extending his lead. It's now 1 exact second between them. Looking pretty good for Steven. Last couple of corners coming up.
Ooh.
For the Englishman. He is going for the win in this race. Second win in this evening. So he won the first race. Will win the second one as well. Steven on his way to take the win right here. Last drift for him. Now to the right. And there you go. GG.
And across the line with a 19 minutes 6 second. Beating the previous qualifier record by about 6-10 seconds.
Yeah. So that was pretty damn quick, I would say.
Most certainly.
Damn.
With Matsius there getting third place in the end.
But the Le Grill guys make a good chance to get through because they're 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
So,
meanwhile, Marius and Lars finished 4th and 5th respectively. Lars
finishing off with a double minus and will rage quit just as his teammate Marius. So both apparently not satisfied with their performance.
Yep.
Sneaky now entering the last lap, so he's actually 2.5 minutes behind. So
Yikes.
Sneaky.
Are you sure he's not 2 laps behind?
I'm not actually sure how many checkpoints the lap has, but it should be the last one.
I'm not
if
sure.
Not,
oh no! He made another mistake.
Another one.
This really hasn't been his night. Oh.
Not really. So let's see if he's able to actually finish
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't really matter because he finished 75% of the race, and that's enough to take the
Yeah.
points.
That's the important thing.
And it doesn't really matter for the overall results anyway, so...
Yeah.
Looks like he actually has another lap to drive.
I think he does.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can make it. Goes for
Oh,
another
wall hit.
wall kiss on the inside. So 1:04 on the clock. So if he doesn't mess up somewhere, he will actually finish.
That was fast.
So let's see if he can make it. But yeah, what a race though.
Oh, certainly.
I definitely didn't expect anything less. Like, that was a very good race.
It certainly was.
But yeah, this is gonna be very interesting when we're looking at the finals, which are gonna take place on Sunday. So Sunday, 8 p.m. Make sure to come here again for the ESL Canyon Endurance Premiership Grand Finals. We have 6 teams battling it out on 3 maps, so this is gonna be great. We have a whole bunch of really fast players going to drive, so this is gonna be a blast to watch.
Think you won't make it.
Oh,
And
Oh,
Sneak is
no!
actually not gonna make it.
It's very unfortunate there.
Yeah,
At least he
rip Sneaky.
completed.
You
At
will
least he
not
complete-
make it.
At least he completed enough to get the points,
Yeah, at least that.
which is the important thing.
But yeah, Sneaky kind of just lost concentration, I guess.
Yeah.
He used to be like on 5th or 6th, and then he just lost it.
Yeah.
But alright, that will conclude the evening for tonight. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the casting and the races. So make sure to tune in again on Sunday, 8 p.m. for
Thank you
the
all.
grand finals.
Will you guys join too? Ryodo and Snake?
I'll give it a
Well,
shot, yeah.
I'm gonna drive, so I probably won't be
Oh,
casting.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh!
Now, well, don't drive, just cast.
Yeah, casting is more important, man.
Let's see. Maybe I'm just gonna cast. No, but let's
Do
see.
what you
So,
feel like doing.
yeah, let's see.
Alright.
I'm too lazy to train, so I don't know. Let's see.
No.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
Anyways, good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night. Thanks for tuning
Thanks.
in, and see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye bye.
See ya.